Hey, 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 hey,
Hello, hello,
hey.
hello.
Hello. Welcome to Content Creators Connect. Here we are all about encouraging the three C's, connecting with others via video, content development that builds your personal brand, and creators sharing their experiences despite their distance.
My friends, the C3 team member leading this evening is Dori. I'm so excited about the topic that she has picked as well. Dori, she is well known to everyone in her community as DSpence, and she is using her superpowers to install confidence in those around her and helping others become texperts in their own adventures. Dori, what are your thoughts on using the remix feature inside YouTube? What have you been thinking about it so far?
Okay, so I finally tested out short form. I know that I've been talking about it. I know you've been encouraging me to do it. And I have to be honest, I may in fact be hooked. I can't wait to demonstrate how incredibly easy this process is and the benefits of implementing it. So, just as a precursor, just so everyone out there knows, I did one test run just to familiarize myself with it inside the app. I am not an expert, but I'm going to show everyone how easy and quick it is to repurpose content. Now, Manny, I know that you have been dipping your toes into short form content for a while. So, have you specifically used the remix feature? And if so, like, how are you implementing it?
I have definitely used the remix, and I actually used it more for time saving purposes. When I discovered remix, literally, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier because you can take a minute of your clip and make it into a short. And we know these ephemeral videos, the short form, the reels, the TikToks, that is what's trending in social
Mhm.
media. So the remix, absolutely, I've used it and I found it to be the easiest, the most simplistic way to create a short form video, literally at your fingertips. That was my impression of it.
Awesome. Awesome. And just in case people did not notice, we're missing somebody over here. Kevin is taking his father out for a birthday celebration, a much
We miss you, buddy.
deserved. We do miss you, Kevin, and we hope you're enjoying your time with your family. Um, Now, as far as content goes, if this is the type of content you would like to see more of, please consider liking and subscribing. Nothing is working tonight. None of my overlays are working tonight. My computer
Yeah.
is possessed. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that way you do get notified when we go live. What do you say, Manny? Do you think I should try to push this button and get onto the content?
Yes. I'm excited. I'm so excited to hear someone's opinion and views on it. Please take it
Me too.
away.
Me too. Let's see if this works. All right, let me pop my phone in here. Ta-da! Movie
Nice.
magic. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to demonstrate while also talking about some of the benefits of using short form content. So, what I did was I actually went ahead and chose one of my morning motivation videos to use for this. And the key is finding something that is somewhere in the vicinity of 15 to 60 seconds long for the remix. And for those of you who are intimidated, I'm going to show you how to do all of it from your phone, beginning to end. That includes titles, tags, and publication. So the first thing I want to talk about is one of the reasons I'm excited about it, which is the fact that it is attention grabbing. Short form content is designed to just quickly capture the viewer's attention and make it a really effective way to stand out and start growing your reach out there on social media. So now let's talk about the quick and easy. It's quick and easy to create and it's quick and easy to consume. We are the current generation of swiping and swiping to consume content. So now let's talk about this. I picked one of my morning motivation videos and I did find a clip that I wanted to use. And if you're doing this from scratch, it's just as easy as listening to your video. Heck, listen to it on double time. You know what you say, right? So you just want to find a nice little split there. So I'm going to go ahead on my YouTube app on my phone. I'm going to hit the remix button. And then I'm going to select edit into a short. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to hit pause here for a second because you're going to see a couple things. You're going to see your video load and you can move your video around to kind of get it centered in the frame where it's actually going to show up in that 9:16 tall ratio. Now, the next thing you want to do is in the top right corner, I'm going to select 60 seconds. Okay. And then I'm going to scrub on the bottom until I get to hello. There's my intro. And I know that I'm around the 121 mark. Internal fights. We beat ourselves up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it to that spot. We beat ourselves up over the fact that we feel like. All right, and then 40, right? Let's see. And then this is literally just scrubbing, looking for it. Sometimes we as adults, we have these internal fights. We beat ourselves up. So, but here's the skinny. Excuse me. Sometimes we as adults. So this is the beginning of the clip. Have these internal fights. Can you hear the audio? Ourselves up.
Yes.
Okay. Over the fact that we feel like we're not doing enough. So basically the premise behind this is I'm talking about doing less to do more. And I talk about quality over quantity. And I think that it's a really good clip to summarize that idea. Now, my clip isn't going to be a full 60 seconds long. When I say get more done, I don't mean quantity. I mean quality, right? And right there is where I want to clip it. And so I'm going to just backtrack it until I see where I paused my speaking, which is right there. Okay. Quality. So that's my whole clip. But here's the skinny. Sometimes I can even get rid of that but at the beginning. But here's the skinny. Let's see. Here's the skinny. There we go. Sometimes we as adults, once you have it exactly where you want it to be, you're going to hit the next button. And then what it's going to do is it's going to process that clip. And then the next thing is it's going to give you options to do the fun stuff, right? You can add text on the video. Here's the skinny. You can add. Sometimes we as adults, we have these internal fights. We beat ourselves up. So now I'm going to pull up the timeline. And there's a very specific spot in here that I say you should say no. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to that and then I'm going to add a piece of text to it. Over the fact that we feel like we're not doing enough. But here is what I have discovered. And it's making me smile today. Sometimes you have to magically say the word, wait, say it with me. And right here, I'm gonna add a text. No. And I'm gonna make it in all caps. No. So that you can. And then, oh, did I accidentally hit next? My fingers are like double clicking like I'm on a mouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize the word no. I'm going to put it over my lips and I'm going to have it appear. Here's the skinny. And I know from my expressions where it's supposed to be. Let me just play it here.
No.
So I'm going to just move it ahead just a little bit. Let me just back up.
Magically say the word. Wait, say it with me.
So I just want it to appear just
Say it with
one hair second later. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist, everybody. This is my life. Manny knows how it is.
Love it, love
Okay.
it, love it.
So now I'm going to go back here.
You have to magically say the word. Wait, say it with me.
Now that's where I want it to appear.
Wait, say it with me. No.
Okay, so now let me back up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see where I want it to end.
No.
And that's where I want it to end. So it's going to be on the screen really briefly when I look back at the camera, and that's where it's going to end. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it bigger.
You have to magically. No. You have to magically say the word no so that you can, in fact.
All right. And then it's going to appear, and then it's going to disappear.
You have to magically say the word.
And you can do
no,
this as many times
so
or as
you
little
can,
as you want.
Get
you can
more
add filters to it.
done.
Everything's down here
Now,
across the bottom. So you
when I
can
say
add a
get more
filter
done,
if you want it to
I
look
don't mean
a little bit
quantity.
poppier, a little darker.
Quality.
You could even make
Here's
it
the
look
skinny.
like it's a movie.
Sometimes
kind of
we,
like
as
this
adults, we have these
one.
internal
No, I like that one. A little bit brighter.
We beat ourselves
So now I'm going to hit
up.
done. Now I'm going to hit next. And here's where the magic happens. So it's quick and easy to consume. The other thing is it's so easy for people to share your content. It is so shareable. You're talking 60 seconds. Everybody has 60 seconds to watch something, right? You hit that share button and people are consuming your content at such a rapid rate of consumption. And you can also get huge increases in engagement through adding short form content. So now I'm going to give you guys a little pro tip here. You ready for this? So on this screen, you're supposed to type in a title and a caption, and then it gives you the opportunity to do things like add tags and so on and so forth. Well, here's where the magic happens. I use my notes app on my phone so heavily, it's ridiculous. So I just type everything out, and now I'm going to just copy it. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to paste it in. Boom, there's my title. It gives you the chance to add some hashtags right there. I'm going to add shorts, and then I'm going to add podcast, and then I'm also going to add motivation. Okay. Now I'm going to check my channel, my visibility. I want it to be public. You can also schedule these to go out. So let's say, for example, you're someone who is recording content and you're going to use the premiere feature of YouTube to go live. You could actually take a snippet of your pre-recorded video that has not launched yet and put a short out, which is teasing the upcoming video, which is going to get more viewers on with you while you're premiering that. Select audience, and then I'm going to hit, I just always hit no, it's not made for kids. Not that kids couldn't use some morning motivation. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit upload. Now you might be wondering where are all the tags and where are all the extras? That comes after you hit the upload button. Now, remember I said you can literally do everything from your phone. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bounce on over to my YouTube Studio app. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit Shorts. And once it processes, hopefully it's processing, it should be there. Let me just check my channel. Okay, so it's there and it's processing. So basically what you can do is while you're waiting for that to happen, you can, oh, here we go. It's on now. You go into the YouTube Studio, you hit the three dots and you edit your video. And now you can add an even more detailed description if you want to. Now, Manny, I'm not sure because I'm not a consumer really of shorts or a producer of them. Do you typically add additional descriptions to your shorts?
I sure do, including tags.
Okay. So here is where
I
you
even
can
have it
add.
to a playlist.
Okay. Okay. So when you hit add tags, I'm going to just go ahead and hit add. Now I'm going to come back here to my notes again. And I don't know if you can see this, but I have all of my tags already written with the commas and everything in them. So now all I have to do is select all of these and hit copy. And now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to hit paste. And there they are. They load separately as long as you put commas in between them. So this is a time saver because you don't have to edit and do all of this inside the app. And then categories, entertainment, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the back arrow here. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the save button there. And now my short has gone live. The very first short on my DSpence dish channel. Woo! Now, those of you that are watching, you might be saying, well, that seemed to take a little bit longer. Here's the thing. When you're instructing someone in how to do something, it's going to take you sometimes 2 times, maybe 3 times longer than if you're just sitting with a device and not talking your way through it. Am I right?
Right.
So just to review, we've got some of the benefits. Number 1, short form video is very attention grabbing. Okay. Number 2, it makes it quick and easy to consume. Number 3, there is a very high shareability factor when it comes to short form content. People are more likely to share a video that's 60 seconds long versus one that's 60 minutes long. It gives you enhanced engagement. Listen, short form content it's going viral right now. Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all of it. And then the last piece is the algorithm advantage. Every single social media platform out there, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, it doesn't matter. They are all prioritizing short form content in their algorithms. So if you start getting into that game, you are going to be mind blown at how much engagement and visibility you get as a result of it. Now, I just want to end saying this. There are different reasons to incorporate short form content into your streaming system. One, it could be to promote longer form content that you have out there. Take that example that I gave about teasing a premiere that's coming up. It could be about growing your audience, growing your reach, allowing people a little sneak peek into who you are to see in that bite-sized form if they want to engage with you and hang out with you more. So from my personal perspective, that is how I plan to use short form content. I plan to put little snippets of the DSpence isms that I drop in my morning motivational talks to give people a little bit of insight as to who I am, to see if they want to watch more and then join me for that longer form content. So Overall, I think short form content is a really exciting opportunity for creators. I think they can experiment with new formats and eventually reach new audiences because of it. And they're still providing their viewers with quick, engaging, shareable, and meaningful content. So that is the end of my demonstration. Oh, thank you. I am really, really excited to hear, Manny, what you think of the process from beginning to end, and maybe one way you think using remixes can help not only you, me, our channel here, and others grow their reach. So I'm really excited to hear what you have to say. I'm going to push a button again, and fingers crossed it's going to work. Hey!
One, great content. Short, quick, very valuable. You hit on some great things. One of the things that I would say really hit me probably the most is the enhanced engagement, because we all know how important engagement is. This is a surefire way to do that. You're asking, like, what are some ways that we can use remix to even be better for our channel, for other people's channel? Number one, we have to do it, and that's the same thing for us. Like we have to take time to go to our videos and create that remix. Number two, you made it seem so simple. Why haven't we already done it, right? Like, literally, what was that, minutes? You busted this out in less than 15 minutes. And here's what I did not see coming. You actually posted it live for everyone to see. You did it. Great job. That was awesome. But you are also right when you were talking about the algorithmic advantages. Number one, that is a hotspot right now for YouTube, right? You want to be on these hotspots that TikTok right now is going through so much. People are everywhere trying to get rid of it, right? So why wouldn't you want to jump on this portion of, I mean, come on. With the click of a button, you can make a short out of the video content you already have. You can go back to years of videos that you've created now and make a short out of it and take 1 little minute out of that. So when you say, like, how can people use this effectively? Well, number one, do it. Number two, do it and some more, So it's like, really, you hit it all. High shareability, enhanced engagement. Why are we not doing it even for our channel, right? This week, I'm setting a goal for myself. Over the next 7 days, I'm going to take one of my videos on our channel and make a remix out of it. So, boom, I got it out there.
I love it. I love it. Now, I will say one thing. I did look at some of our videos on our channel that I presented on. And I will say there's one thing I have to figure out a workaround. I think I already have an idea for. When we present and we put slides up, slides are in landscape mode, and then we have faces along the side. So when you use the remix feature inside the YouTube app, which, by the way, is the only place that you do have the remix button, you have to use the app to use the remix feature. There isn't really a good way because it creates that tall 9:16 ratio. However, if you don't want to use the remix and you just want to create a short, there is a workaround, but you do have to use like another piece of software. You can't use the built-in remix feature to do that. So I'm going to play around with that a little bit. I'm curious to know, for people who are consuming shorts and they see shorts where they have, say, maybe a person's face at the top, and then below it they have a picture of their screen capture if they are doing a presentation. Is there a difference in wanting to consume a short like that versus a short like I just created, which is me just being a talking head? So for those of you that are hopping on that are consuming short form content, tell us how you would feel about seeing a short that had something like that split screen vertical view where it's one of our heads up top and then maybe a picture of the screen that we were sharing down below. That's something that I personally am curious about, because that is a method that we use often here on this channel to present our content. So moving forward, I think we need to definitely consider that. And we've got some, definitely we'll be implementing this. That's awesome. And then we've got great tip to get more views with a teaser. I'm really intrigued in doing that. Yeah, so I'm really interested in that. So I think that was YouTube remix feature in a nutshell. So I think without further ado, that's going to take us to.
Bum, ba-dum, bum. My friends, if you enjoy content like this and you are finding it useful, we would love it if you'd like and subscribe. And sharing our content is also a great way to spread the love. You can visit our website for information on all the ways that you can connect with us. And you can see it right there on your screen, linktree/content creators connect. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you drop down into the comments below and let us know what kind of content that you'd like to see in the future, and tell us, let us know, like, what is it that you would like us to cover? Whether it's low cost streaming tips, whether it's someone to help you overcome your fear, or whether you're looking for different ways to use social media to grow your business. Comment below and let us know.
And it brings us to the time of the night where we say thank you for joining Content Creators Connect, aka C3 tonight, as I did a remix demonstration live from start to publication. How exciting. We return next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Manny, this guy right down over here, will be sharing 3 tips to overcome the fear of Facebook Live. We will be multicasting live to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, so be sure to join us. Until then, we urge you to identify and lean into your 3 C's. Start today creating unique content that builds connections and breaks down those barriers. See you next week.
See you next week.